Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Leadbase Demo. My name is Nathan Klug. I'm the Executive Director of Leadbase, and I am truly excited to be able to walk through this information. If you haven't already noticed from the pace of my voice right now, I am one, excited, but two, going to get through a lot of information in a short amount of time. This is going to be almost exactly 30 minutes long, and I am going to go through all the features of Leadbase, and my goal is to help you see 2 to 3 features that could revolutionize your business. So I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to talk about them in a lot of depth. My goal is to kind of hit each point as a high level overview. And hopefully, from that point, you can see the value of what it can do for your business. And like I said, just holding on 2 or 3 of them because there's so many features. If you try to implement all of them at the same time, your head will literally explode. So let's jump into this. And the first thing that we're going to start with is the support areas. For the people that want to learn this yourself and understand this and play around with it, there are 3 areas that you can get support. So number one is the Start Help Guide up on the top right. So what you're going to see is the guided tour. This is a bird's eye view of what you're seeing on the screen. So there's not tons in here, but it does help you understand what you're seeing. So that's the Start Help Guide. Number two is the knowledge base. The knowledge base is going to be a pool of knowledge that has video clips, in-depth understanding of what each feature is and what this looks like. You can go to the video quick links, go to any one of these features, and you'll see videos on how this all works. So that's number two. Number three, at the bottom right of your screen, you have the text box. This is our 24/7. So yes, if you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. in the morning, like I gotta get into my Leadbase account because I gotta do something or I got an idea, and you want someone to help direct you on something, or for whatever reason, there's a technical problem. Our tech team was be there for you 24/7. Just send a chat and they'll get with you in literally a couple minutes. They will also sometimes jump on Zooms with you. They are not a do it for you team. They're going to point you in the direction of how you can do it yourself, and answer those questions. So that's number three. As a bonus, of course, you have your account manager as well. So you have a real live person that you can talk to that can give you direction. And number five as a bonus is we are also doing weekly Q&As. We have 3 time slots in the week to do Q&A sessions, and you can ask any question and we'll help you within those scenarios as well. So those are the 5 areas. 2 of them are bonuses that you can get support from and understand how this works all on your own. But like I said, let's go through this. So the first thing that page that you're on is the Launchpad. Launchpad is going to show you a quick list of things that you can integrate and make this system work really well for you. So number one at the top is we do have a mobile app. So you can have the mobile app, you click this button, it'll send the mobile app to you. You can also find it on the either any of the Play stores. So much simpler than what you see here. It's really only going to have the contacts, opportunities, and conversations so that you can communicate with your clients, add data and things like that. So that's the mobile app. You see Google My Business. You can integrate Google My Business. You can integrate your Facebook. Now, this is your business pages, not your personal pages. So if you have a Facebook group or a Facebook business page, you can connect those. That way, if anybody communicates you on any of those platforms, a lot of other ones that you can connect as well, then you're going to get that information in here in the conversations tab so that you can respond to them appropriately and not have to log into 20 different places to respond back to your clients or your prospects. So that's what that is. This is a chat widget that you can add to any website that's out there that you have. So you can add a chat widget, and yes, once they respond there and they ask questions, it's going to go into the conversations tab. So you can integrate the chat widget. Next, we have a simple integration with Stripe. We have some other payment processing systems as well that you can integrate, but Stripe is just the most popular. You can integrate a Stripe platform so that you can take payments and have that all done here. Talk a little bit more about that in the payment tab. Next is Yext and WordPress. So if you are working with WordPress, you can uh, connect that here. Or if you're familiar with Yext, it's an SEO platform that boosts your SEO, so search engine optimization. This Yext is a paid service, so is WordPress. So those are outside of the subscription that you already have, or rather above and beyond the subscription that you have. Last thing to mention is the team members, is you can add as many team members as you want. And here's the kicker: it does not add any cost. This is not a per seat platform. So this is just you have it for your business and you have 50 people on your team, or 50 sales reps, or whatever it is that you have. You can bring all of them on, and it is not going to add any cost on a per seat basis. So that's really important to understand as well. So that's the Launchpad to quickly help you get integrated. Now, I'll take a step back and say when you jump onto the software, we have a very in-depth onboarding that helps you integrate a lot of these different aspects, sets up your calendar, imports your we help you import your first contacts, create your first pipeline, do your first campaign, set up your first automation. Those are the things that we help you do initially, right at the beginning, so that we can walk. A real live human is going to help you with that. I know with all this AI stuff, it gets a little crazy, but we're going to help you do all that. So that's the Launchpad. Next is the dashboard. So this is going to be a quick view of your opportunity, your pipelines, the value of those pipelines, the conversion ratio. You get to see a visual of where people are at in different pipelines. So if you have other pipelines, this one we just have one just as a demo, but you can see what's happening them from a bird's eye view of what's happening with your sales process. This is just a different way of viewing that information. You can also see total calls and SMSs that go out, and you can then inspect and see different people within that. You can also then, you have a task manager. This is not a task management system. This is tasks are always associated with the contact, but you can see all that there and based on each person as well. And then if you start to have sources of where you're getting leads from, and you input that information, you can see where they're coming from and what that looks like. And then you get a quick view of what's happening with your Google My Business and impressions and how many people are visiting your Google My Business. So that's the dashboard, very high level overview of what's going on with your business and specifically more of the sales side. Next, you have the conversations tab. We've kind of already talked about this, but basically this is going to be the place for all the integrations and all the platforms that you can put into here. So email, text, phone calls, voicemails, Google My Business, Facebook, business, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever it is, all that stuff can all be in here. And if people send you messages, Instagram, then you can respond to them straight from here. So this is a big deal on that end. That makes your job a lot easier, so you don't have to log into all those different platforms. So that's the conversations tab. You're going to see what all those look like. You could respond back to them, and it's going to respond back to them appropriately from whatever platform that they talk to you on. You can create templates, text and email templates for you and your team to use, and you can also have trigger links. So basically, put a name, a URL, such as a calendar link that we'll talk about in a second, or a website page or something, and it's then going to track and analyze how many times those are clicked when you send out messages. So that's what trigger links are. All right, so that's Conversations tab. Next is the Calendar tab. So if you're using a tool like Calendly, especially for those that are paying for it, at one point we were paying for close to 30 people on our team. We were paying $15 a month per person. It got very expensive very quickly. You can replace that whole platform and other automated appointment setting tools out there, with our calendar tool. So you can see your calendars that are within here. You can also then create calendars, groupings of calendars, create groups of calendars. You can take individual calendars for your whole entire team. It's trackable, that goes directly into your contacts. You don't have to use something like Zapier or something like that to then communicate with your CRM or anything of that nature, because it's all in the same platform. So that's calendars. Very simple, high level overview. You can book appointments from it. Very nice to be able to do. So that's calendars. Next is contacts. So this is has a CRM portion to it. So your data management is very important. This is what the contact looks like. If you have all the information, like I don't have a phone number in there, but as an example, we'll throw a phone number in there. And once I do that, Oh, I already have my information in there, so that isn't going to count. So let's see. Ta-da. So through that then, um, very easy to add and edit information. And now that that's in there, now I can send an SMS as well. This is all customizable, so you have a limited amount of custom fields, unlike other places. You can assign it to a contact owner, and very important within the permissions, I'll talk about a little bit later, that you can assign then the user to only see what they are assigned, they're the contact owner of. You can see all their activities, you can see their tasks, you can see notes, and you can book appointments and you can add new ones and stuff like that from the system. Again, this is fully customizable. You can add folders, you can do tags, you can add people to campaigns and workflows, and the opportunity tab as well. DND stands for do not disturb. So we are compliant. So if they mark, you can have it where it's automated, where they mark stop or unsubscribe, then it would take them off those lists so that you're not keep on emailing those people. To create a contact, it's very super simple. First name, last name, email, phone number, and these options aren't customizable. It's just lead or customer, and then choose the time zone. Time zone is important because when you're sending out automations and workflows, you want to make sure that you're sending it within a time, especially setting it in a time frame that is suitable, not at like 2 o'clock in the morning or things like that. And then, like I said, do not disturb all channels for all the things that you have within your system. The other important thing is, of course, you can do imports across the line. You can add a contact, change people, do bulk actions. These are all bulk actions, excuse me, that you can change the pipeline. You can add them to campaigns. You can send a message to a bunch of people. You can send an email to a bunch of people, just an individual one. You add tags, remove tags, delete contacts, send review requests, which we'll get to in a reputations software later, export contacts, import contacts. You can create smart lists, such as these, and so that you can only see that information. You can restore, you can see all the tasks. You can also add companies as well, so that you can associate multiple contacts with one company and see everyone that's in that company. So again, the biggest thing with contacts is that there's unlimited custom fields, very simple to add stuff, and tags are your friends. So that's the contact tab. The next piece is with the opportunities. So this is what the opportunity pipeline looks like. Very simple. It's drag and drop. You can mark it lost, abandoned, won, all from the system. You can see the pipeline values. You can create as many pipelines as you want. Again, not bashing other CRMs. Okay, maybe a little bit. But there are some places that they will charge you after a certain amount of pipelines. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, earned it. This is why this software is a much more cost-efficient way to create some of those different aspects. So you have a limited amount of pipelines. You can change them really easily. You can add them to the funnel chart or not. And that's super important as well. So that's your opportunity pipeline. Next is payments. So for those that are doing any payment processing, you can create invoices, recurring invoices, orders, subscriptions. You can see your transactions. You can create products. You can do coupons. Side note, you can integrate Shopify for those that are doing that as well. And here's some other credit card processing, and we're working on other ones as well. But those are the ones that are there. And you can do the tax settings, but you can create these invoices very simply, and you can text these invoices. You can email them, and that makes it very easy to do invoices as well. And they look very professional. So this is kind of what it looks like. You can add a contact person, put a logo or picture and things like that, add a description, add notes. So that's kind of what the payment processing and the invoice system looks like. Very easy to use. So kind of what I say is above the line is your CRM portion. So this is your data management, your client management. Below the line is your marketing portions. This is your outreach and checking all that aspect. So that's the top half. Super important. The only thing I'll mention about this top half is that if this top half, especially the data, the contacts, is not proper and you're not managing that piece well, that makes the bottom half very difficult to do because you don't have good data. Our software is absolutely amazing. The two pieces of the that's missing, quote unquote, in the software is data and content. So That's something that's extremely important. If you have the right data, you have the content messages that you want to send out, or the automations, the workflows, the different things, the sites, all that different stuff, then this system is going to be amazing for you because you have it all in one place in a very cost efficient manner. All right, bottom line, marketing. The marketing tab is going to have your social planner. So if you're using something like Hootsuite, you can pretty much get rid of it. So you can integrate all your social medias uh, and all in one place. You can post it. You can create planners of when you're going to send out messages and things like that. So that's super cool to be able to do. Social planner built in there. Just as a side note, if you are building a new post, we have an integration with AI to be able to make inputs and use this to help you with your content for those different posts, your emails, your blogs, your whole bunch of different stuff. Now, just so you know, the AI platform, does have a cost associated with it. It's just under $1 per 1,000 words, so not crazy expensive. But it allows you to put it all in one place for those that are doing that. If you have other software that you're using to do that, you can of course just copy and paste and put that in here as well. So social planner, emails. If you're using something like Constant Contact or MailChimp or things like that, you can get rid of them. You can do that all here. So you can send out uh, create templates. And we have a whole bunch of different templates that you can use that are already built in. That's super important. So email marketing templates. And this is a beautiful thing. You can just take this, view it, and input your information, and you have a very nice email that you can send out and send out campaigns. So that's super important as well. Just to show you a little bit, you can send it now. You can do batches. You can schedule it out. Um, you can do the from name, the subject, all that good stuff. So that is the email builder. And like I said, here's what that looks like. Very simple drag and drop. For those that are fancy, you can do um, ones that are a little bit more in depth, such as um, here we go. So you can do a code editor as well. Those are the fancy people that want to do that. But that other one is just the drag and drop template. So that's marketing in the emails and campaigns and templates. Again, you can create templates. We already talked about this, text and email templates that you can use anywhere as well. We already talked about trigger links. Next one is the affiliate manager. The affiliate manager is going to allow you for any time you have a referral business or you have an affiliate platform, you can add campaigns, you can add affiliates, you can then see payouts. This isn't going to actually do the payout for you, but it is going to do the math. You can do a flat rate commission, or you can do an actual commission percentage. And if you have Stripe or whatever your payment processor system that's built into this, then you can see all those campaigns, build out pages, replicate them, and then give people their own affiliate links. That's going to track all that in one system. You can also do it through forms and stuff like that, which we'll get in a little bit. That then when someone fills out information, it automatically allots that lead to your those affiliates. So this is super nice to have in one place. You can use it for a lot of different purposes, but Affiliate Manager is here as well. Next one is with automations, and I am going to curb my enthusiasm, my excitement, because automations is really what is going to save you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and time, effort, energy if you spend a little bit of time on this up front to figuring out what the important automations that you want to do. So I have, easy examples are, of how this works is, for those that don't know, is you have a trigger. So that's the event that is going to happen, that is going to put a contact into this workflow. So there's a whole bunch of different triggers. In this case, the trigger is a tag. So when we tag someone with a certain tag, they're going to go in this process. But you can do things like, affiliate created, appointment status, birthday reminders, contact is marked as do not disturb, note changed, customer replied, survey submitted, call status, member, there's a whole membership area, which we'll get into a little bit. Opportunity status changed, abandoned checkout, video tracking, TikTok form submitted. There's a whole bunch of different things, and that's just giving the surface, and those are the triggers. Next thing are the tasks. So you can do everything from, and there's premium actions, Those have a cost to it, very low cost. But putting it in Slack, Google Sheets, webhooks, date time format, or things like that. But everything else is already included. But send an email, send a text, make a phone call, do a voicemail drop, send a messenger, do a manual SMS, do a manual call. So send it out to someone to make that call. Or anything within the affiliate system, any changes you want to make within the CRM to the contact. So assign a user, add notes, remove contact tag, remove opportunities, send review requests, add a task, all that's there. We have if else branches then that can go down and show you, okay, well, if they respond or if they reply or if they did a positive reply or if they did a negative reply, you can put them into different workflows. You can do math operations. You can send them to different workflows. So many aspects that you can do, but the idea is a simple one that I tell people about from a very super simple standpoint is a birthday reminder is merely put into the system. You have their if you have their birthday, mark that, and then you can send out a text and you can record a voicemail. Don't record their put their name in it in the voicemail, and you can do a voicemail drop. And you can apply that to everybody. So there's a lot of things that you can do within this system from the workflow standpoint that will save you time, effort, and energy and dollars. So I know that's extremely important. There is literally you can use your imagination for what you can do with the automations. All right, next is sites. So many people, of course, don't build sites, and we use other people to build sites for us. But if you are that person that wants to build a simple site or a funnel or a website, or you have someone on the team that does, or you're working with someone that does, you can do that all within the system. And the beautiful thing is, and this is something that we just added, is we have tons of templates. So we have a huge template library that has a lot of different industries that are in here. And you can look at all these. And I mean, I'm in the real estate one, for example, right now, but real estate listings. Here's what this looks like. Here's all the information. You can input that change. This is, of course, information that you would change for yourself, but the layout and the design is already there. So that's a really beautiful thing that you can utilize. Funnels are the idea of funnels is a usually one page that is getting someone to an end result, like book appointment or fill out a form or something like that, or make a purchase. Website is more for credibility and showing you a lot of different things that are happening within the company and everything that you have access to. But you can build websites and funnels within here, unlimited amounts of them. You can do blogs. Yes, that you work with WordPress and their memberships. Super cool concept and idea on the membership side. So you can create products and offerings. And basically, if you're filling with learning management systems or online courses, you can create your own online courses. You can make it free or you can make it paid for. And you can track that information of what they completed in that area as well. So membership areas is huge. So if you're trying to teach somebody something or you have different platforms like that, you can build that out here. Forms, you have an unlimited amount of forms, a limited amount of surveys. And just as an easy example with that automations, you can build out a form and then say the trigger is when they fill out this form, what happens next after they do that. So you can build out as many forms as you want to. You can analyze those forms. You can build out as limited surveys. So those are super amazing tools to be able to use. You can embed those into, so really quick, you can embed them into different sites. You can copy the link as well. You can change the embed layout, the trigger types, the activations, all that different stuff within there. So you have this all built in one place. The chat widget, you can change stuff around with the chat widget as well. And this is where you get your code so that you can embed it into your site so that people respond. It goes into the conversations tab. You have a media file to be able to add a whole bunch of different data and information into one place. And that's your domain. So your URL directs and things like that as you're using the sites within the platform. So that's sites. There's so much to do on the sites alone. It's absolutely incredible and insane what's on here. The last couple things really quick is reputation software. Is, like I said, you connect your Google My Business and you can send out review requests and see what's happening with those clients and put out and use Yext and things like that to increase your SEO. Google My Business reviews are super important for search engine optimization, and most people don't have a means and a way to be able to collect reviews. for a system to be able to do that. Now you have a platform to be able to do that as well. All right, we're landing the plane. We're almost there. We're almost done. So next piece is the reporting tab. So for those that are doing marketing and advertising and things like that, you can connect Google, you can connect Facebook, you can see call reporting, you can get your attributing version, your conversion reports, your sourcing reports, you can get different agent reports. So the users that are on your account and see what they're doing. The appointments as well, you can get a appointment report. So that's all in one place so that you don't have to go again. The idea is to keep you on one platform rather than going to multiple different places. Settings, there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do within here and change around. But the biggest thing that I wanted to mention is number one is with staff, you can add employees, you can change the permissions so that you can only assign it to the data that they are the owner of, which is important. You can remove or add things that are on here as well. So that's super easy to be able to do. You can create a phone number. So this is a phone number then that you can forward to whatever number, but then this is a tracking number. So that means if someone calls this number or texts this number, it's going to go into this system. That is super important to do. And most people don't have the an easy ability to do that, or it's going to cost them a lot. This is super easy to set up. Literally, you just click this area code, add a number, click the forwarding number. You can forward it to wherever you want to, make a name. You can have it be a whisper message. When it calls you, it's going to say something basically. And you can say call from and the contact's name. And it's going to pull, if that information's in the system, it's going to pull from that information and tell you that so-and-so is calling. So those are all the different things that you can do from the phone number side. We just added this as well, Trust Center, so that we can say more compliant with the phone carriers and stuff like that. So add your business profile, do the ATP brand and campaign registration, the shake and stir it, trusted calling, and we're coming up with this, the CNAM registration as well. So custom fields, custom values, adding tags, other integrations and things like that. You can integrate QuickBooks, you can integrate Shopify, you can integrate TikTok, Clio, you can integrate Slack. I mean, all that's in there. It is absolutely insane what you can do on this side. There's so much to do. I'm hoping that through this conversation, though, you found 2 to 3 things that are super important to your business. For me, some of those things are, number one is just being able to manage data properly. Number 2 is being able to do email campaigns. Number 3 is setting up automations to make my life a lot easier and to stay in touch with my clients and my prospects on a regular basis. And I'll throw on the bonus, which is the site side, building out, which is there's so much to do on the sites, but having a place I can build simple sites and landing pages, whether it be for my team or for myself, is absolutely amazing to do as well. So I absolutely love the software. Of course, it is amazing what it can do for your business. Really, I call it more of a platform than a software because it has so many different features in one place. Get with one of our account managers, see a real live demo and see how this can work for you. Really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching this all the way through, and have an absolutely, not just have a wonderful day, but make it an absolutely wonderful day. And we will hopefully see you soon.